Pardonnez-moi, ma chère. I will be back later.
But where are you going?
On business, big business. Now.
Yeah.
Now you be a good little girl, and I will come back for the next dance.
George, turn the car around and head it out. And be ready to leave in a minute's notice.
Mon ami, I am delighted. I had almost given you up.
You know that old proverb, now. Better late than never.
Yes. It is the first floor, the second one to the right.
Well, how have you been?
Oh, entre nous, never better in my life. Back about 2 weeks.
Oh, I see.
Sure. Voulez-vous une cigarette?
Thank you.
And now, what do you say to a nice little drink of Napoleon 1832, huh?
That would be wonderful. Where would one find such a treat?
You come with me. You will find it in my room. It is the first floor, the second door to the right. You will find it on the dresser.
Right.
It's all right for him to go upstairs?
Sure, he's a friend of the Count's. Besides, Murphy's on the lookout upstairs.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Oh, Count. I want you to meet my dear friend, Mrs. Dickens.
Madame, je suis enchanté.
It's quite unusual to find the Count away from the cute little Rita Gray. But I'm sure she's not far away.
Oh, as usual, Madame is right. Vous voyez?
You know, Raymond, this is our dance.
Don't you forget to save a dance for me.
I certainly won't.
Couple swell dames, Eddie, huh?
Keep your mind on your business.
Well, that's part of my business. Just a moment! What's the matter? Did you get the stuff?
You don't think I missed her, you?
Oh, boy. Get it all right, then. Come away from him.
Well, that looks like a bum steer we got.
That truck should have passed here an hour ago.
What do you say we call it tonight?
All cars.
Listen, boys, there's the radio.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Robbery at Harriman's home, Old Mill Road. 4 men in black Cadillac sedans believed to be heading south.
That's the car, boys. Let's go.
Gaining on us. Don't let them get to that crossing ahead of us. Well, I guess we lost him.
This hotel looks all right for John and I. We'll get the stuff into the city. You and George keep on going to throw them off.
All right. So they've got this car spotted. They're liable to pick us up.
Yeah, if they pick us up, they'll start popping, and I'm the guy who'll get popped.
Wait, I got an idea. Hey, Snowflake.
Yes, sir.
Come here.
Yes, sir.
You know anybody around here can drive a car?
Yes, sir. You was talking to a good driver right now.
Well, good. How would you like to make $50?
$50?
$50.
Doing what?
Just driving me and my pal to town.
You know, boss, I just come to think. I've been working for you for the last 30 seconds.
Good, good, Snowflake. Come on here. Get in.
You know, boss, I just come to remember. My boss says, Sam, says when you go to town, says, don't you know...
Never mind what your boss said. You're going with me and you're going to like it.
Yes, sir, I like it.
Get in there and make it snappy.
I like it, yes, sir.
Well, there's only 2 places we can go where they won't think of looking for us. And I'll give you your choice.
Where's that?
The courthouse or the jail.
No choice. Courthouse.
I wonder where it is.
Shouldn't be hard to find in a burg like this.
Oh, yeah.
That will be about all out of you young ladies. One more outbreak like that, and I will send you away. Now, what's your complaint again, her, Squire?
I won't have her on my hands any longer. I figured that an orphan would be very grateful to be took into my family and be given a real home, but she's too obstinate and ornery to live with.
I never expected to hear anything like that of you, Marian.
It isn't true.
You see? She's always flaring up like that.
Mr. Jenkins is right. We women of the Protective Association and Welfare League of Amesbury found a good home for her, and she thinks she's too good to do housework.
He's threatened me with the reform school. Well, I'd rather be kept with the bad girls than live in his house with that mean
Order in the court. I think you've been treated pretty well for a gal in your position. Didn't your son offer to marry her?
Yes, Judge. I'm willing, but she broke a promise.
I never promised.
She's lying, Judge.
All right, then. If I'm supposed to be engaged to you, why didn't you spend the money to buy me a ring?
Order in the court.
Well, since she doesn't like the home we found her with Mr. Jenkins, we women of the Protective Association and Welfare League of Amesbury demand that you do your duty.
Says, or he won't get any more ladies' votes of this community.
Find that kid. Maybe they are. She's quick-witted. Say, I've got an idea. What? I think we can use her. Oh, take steady. We're in enough trouble already with having a strike to hang on to. Your Honor, and ladies of the Welfare League, maybe we have been a little bit severe with Mary. But if she's still willing to marry my boy, we are willing to take her back into our home.
Well, what's your answer?
I won't marry him because I hate him. His mind's rotten. He hasn't a decent thought in his head. Why, I'd rather marry anyone else in the world.
I'll bet you would, too.
Well, I have no alternative. Either you marry this young man or go to reform school.
Mary! Steady! Play up. I'll get you out of this. Order in this court!
I beg your honor's pardon. I meant no disrespect, but when I saw Mary, my feelings were kind of carried away. I trust your honor will overlook it.
Well, contempt of court, you'll have to give a pretty good excuse.
Well, this is the girl I'm engaged to marry.
You ain't never seen this girl before.
Well, I don't know who you are, sir, but I knew Mary very well in high school. I guess you were surprised to see here at Danny so unexpectedly, eh, Mary?
Yes, Danny.
Well, Judge, I understand you're Mary's legal guardian. So I'll have to ask you to release her to me, so that we can get married.
I'm her legal guardian.
Oh, no, you aren't.
Ha! I reckon he's got you there, Ben. You did put her back onto my hand.
It's a put-up job, Judge. How do you know that this smart Alec ever seen her before? Can anybody here identify him?
I can.
Order in this court.
Well, I guess that settles it, Judge.
Well, as Mrs. Bonner vouches for you, and as I'm legally responsible for the welfare of this orphan, well, I might as well go ahead and marry you two right here and now.
Well, but listen.
Order in this court. Never mind your waving.
Well, your honor, we'll have to get a license first.
Oh, clerk, make out a license for Mary Gale and,
Daniel Treve, from New York City.
Have you got that? Yes, your honor. All right. Well, get me my Bible there. Get ready. Come here, you two, and sign this license.
Eddie, come on. Go on, beat it.
You got that put in there ready? Now, you sign here.
Why, Martha, you told a deliberate story. You know you never saw that man in your life before.
But he's got such an honest face.
Have you got a ring?
Oh, yes, sir. My mother's.
Well, join your right hand. Dearly beloved, we were gathered here together to bind in holy wedlock.
Well, Mary, would you like to shake the dust of this town off your feet?
Oh, yes.
Would you like to go to New York?
Oh, I'd like to.
I think I can get you in a business there where you'll have a chance to amount to something.
Oh, if you'd take me to New York, I could look after myself when I get there. There's the house now.
Well, this is home sweet home.
It was. I just want to get my things.
Oh, just go right on ahead. Don't be afraid. We're here.
It won't take very long because nobody's home.
Well, Danny, you certainly got yourself in a jam now.
And I like it. Come on, I'll show you.
So listen, Danny, we're going to miss that train. Let's beat it while she's inside.
All right. Well, it didn't take you long. Did you get everything?
Yes, I hurried.
Well, you better go back and take a look in case you forgot something.
Oh, I didn't forget anything.
Oh, always go back and take that last look.
Well, if you think I'd better.
You know, this stuff is too hot for us to carry around.
I get you, kid. You're a smart.
I didn't forget anything.
Good. John, you get our bag, and I'll get the ticket.
Okay, Walt. Well, I guess we're near the new town again, Danny, huh?
Yes, that is so.
Look, Mary. There. Danny, suppose somebody will be here to meet us, huh?
Oh, we can count on McCleary. Good old reliable McCleary.
Station all out.
No thanks, Porter, but, hey, boy. Thanks. Oh.
See, I wouldn't want those business associates of ours to think I'd been getting married and not attending to the job.
They might lose confidence in you.
So you go ahead and hop a cab to the place I told you about. I wired ahead to reserve a room for you. John, you take care of our bags, and I'll give Mary's to Red.
Yeah. Say, Danny, listen. Suppose those cops had hold us here for a couple of weeks.
Shh. I've got it all fixed.
Oh.
Danny's had a hard life. I have known him ever since his mother died when he was a wee baby. Fine gentleman he's grown up to be. I go see.
Miss Gale get here?
Yes, she got here, and I've been telling her all about it. Come right in. I'll be after seeing you in a little while. I'll see me when I come back.
All right, fine. What's the matter?
Look what I found in my bag.
Oh, well, it belonged to me. Well. What do you mean by letting this girl take the risk of carrying my samples when the firm pays you to do it?
Oh, I was afraid I might be held up.
Now, here, you take these samples and get out of here. And don't let me catch you playing that trick again, or you'll be looking for a job. You see, in the jewelry business, we salesmen always have a man to carry our samples. You'd be surprised how many crooks there are these days.
Yes, they'll allow to move right in on you. You'll never know a thing about it.
Now, that's enough out of you. Get back to the apartment and put those samples in the safe.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you newlyweds, but nothing else to think about. Nighty-nighty.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him. He's only kidding. Say, by the way, I ought to provide for you while you're getting that job you were talking about.
Oh, I can't take it.
Well, when you need more, you can always get in touch with me at this apartment.
Why are you doing all this for me?
Oh, I like to help a fellow out of a jam. Maybe someday when I get into a jam, you'll help me. Well, goodbye, Mary.
But aren't I going to see you sometime?
The best thing you can do is forget me. We're different kinds of people. You get that married, you know, and find somebody of your own kind, and you'll be better off.
Oh, well, goodbye then. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Don't try. Gee, you are a sweet kid.
Hey, boy, you don't know how lucky you are to be a member of this bunch.
Yes, sir, I was born hard lucky.
Gentleman over there? One of the cleverest jewelry men in the racket.
Yes, sir, but racket. I was a very quiet person, I is, sir.
You mean to tell me that you don't appreciate this opportunity of committing herring deeds? That's your whip against the police? You one of us?
No, sir, I was quitting now.
Is that so? When you know too much, you're going to stay here and you're going to like it.
Yes, sir. I is going to stay here, and ours is going to like it.
You bet. Give me that shaker. How are you talking, boy?
Girl, here's my man.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sorry, Mabel, but I'm cutting out the party.
Well, what's the matter with him?
Oh, he had quite an experience today. One that he wants to get for a long, long time.
Well, that's no reason why he should high-hat me.
Come on, thank you.
Yeah, Eddie. Here, I'll talk to you.
Listen, Dave, don't worry about him. I'm just twice as big, and I'm coming right back tomorrow.
Wait a minute, Eddie. Listen, you're a good friend of mine. Could you keep a secret?
Certainly.
Well, come here. You see, I'd like to take the girls on a little party tonight, and I'm short $100.
Don't worry, pal. I won't tell a soul.
Thanks.
Now, what's the trouble, Danny? You acted funny. That dame got you?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Well, what is it, kid?
Boys, I want to tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Did you know they got the count?
No.
With the goods, record and all. It's going to mean a stretch for them.
We'll have to get a lawyer for him.
Sure.
Here. That'll take care of him.
But you're still running things, aren't you, Danny?
Not anymore. I'm quitting. I'm all washed up.
Quit.
What's the matter, John? Is he sore at us?
A dame.
What dame?
After you and George left, that guy needs a little skirt.
Oh, hello, I'll tell you what. Call me quick, I'm late.
You should worry about being late. You stay in the office for us, don't you?
Oh, yeah? You don't mind, do you? I'm late.
No, not at all.
Good morning, Miss Gale. Come right in and sit down here alongside of me. Folks, this is Miss Gale. She's going to stay with us for a while. Good morning. Good morning. Up early this morning. I've got to look for a physician. Oh, Helen, maybe there's something in your office that she can...
Do you type?
Yes.
Well, some of the girls are I might get you in for a few weeks.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
I said she stands in.
Oh, wait, I've got to go. You don't mind, do you? I haven't got time to get a paper. Come on, honey, if you want to go with me. I'll get my hat and coat and meet you in the hall.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank heaven she's gone. Now I can get something
Well,
to
you
eat.
can have the rest of the game.
Yes, this is very satisfactory. Now, there's a lot of work to do in this office, and if you think you can handle all of it, I'll give you a trial.
I've tried very hard.
All right, that's fine.
Is it all right for me in?
Yes, dear, come in. Oh, Miss Gale, this is my sister, Miss Gray.
How do you do?
Well, dear, your trip to Newport didn't seem to do you very much good.
Oh, it's nothing at all. Just a Pullman headache.
Well, you're going right home and take care of it. I'll go along with you. Be back in an hour, Miss Gale.
Yes, Mr. Gray.
Say, Snowflake.
Yes, sir.
Hey, where you going?
I was just going out to catch some fresh air, sir.
Yeah, you're going out in the kitchen and catch me a cup of coffee.
Yes, sir, I know, but I want to go out and get some fresh air, sir.
I said coffee.
Yes, sir, I want to get you some coffee.
Hello? Here, Dame wants to buzz you.
Oh, I know who it is. Ask her if it's important.
I'll see if he's in, miss. What'll I tell him you want?
Tell him this is Mary calling. I just wanted to tell him about the position I got this morning.
He wants to talk it over with you.
Tell her I'm out of town.
He just went out of town, miss. He's away on a long trip.
Oh. I'm sorry I didn't see him before he left.
She said she's sorry she didn't see you before you left.
Oh, she did. Last night.
She sounds like a swell kid. Why don't you give her a break, Dan?
I am giving her a break. The greatest break she ever had.
That's all for tonight, Mary. Sorry to have kept you so long. I'll call the chauffeur and have him run you home.
Oh, please don't bother him.
Well, no trouble. You know what day this is?
Why, no.
Well, just 3 years ago today, you came to work for me.
3 years. It's nice of you to remember it.
Well, it's been 3 of the happiest years of my life.
Senator Pendry with 2 other gentlemen to see you, sir.
Oh, yes. Ask them to come in. I'll see you to the car.
Oh, never mind.
That's all right.
Kindly be seated.
Good evening, Senator.
Good evening, Mr. Gray.
Gentlemen.
Well, here's our man for governor. He's been district attorney for the past 4 years and has made an enviable record. I think he'd have a good chance against our opponent.
Well, I'm more or less of the opinion we should run a married man.
I'm inclined to agree with you. The women's vote will swing the election.
How about it, Gray? Any chance of a little romance? Any chance of staging a marriage?
Why, it's possible.
That's the thicket, front page stuff. Romance during campaign, human interest, heartthrobs, women's votes.
Answer that, Snowflake. Hurry up, kid.
It is Mr. Danny.
Danny?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Snowflake.
Well,
Hi.
Danny. Gee, it's good to see you, boy.
Glad to see you, boy.
Hey, Eddie, George. What do you want? Guess who's here? Come and see. By golly, it's good to see you in the same old room.
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Well, Daniel, back in the
Hello,
lion's
Eddie.
den.
How
How are you,
sir?
kid?
How are you?
Hey, what brought you back?
What brings any guy back to a town? Skirt.
Oh, you're wrong there. Am I right that the count gets out tomorrow?
I never thought of that.
Well, you see, I didn't know if the old gang would be here, and he got a pretty raw deal. When a fellow serves a long stretch like that, it feels pretty good to step out into the open and find a glad hand to greet him.
Well, Danny, you would think of that.
Well, come on, tell us all about it. Danny.
Yeah.
All right, Charles, I won't need you any more until this evening. Tell Miss Gray she can have the car.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good morning, Charles. Good morning, Mr. Gray.
Good morning.
Oh, what lovely roses.
Well, I'm in a mood for celebrating.
Celebrating?
Yes. I spent last night with Senator Pendry and a couple of congressmen from upstate. The party wants to run me for governor, Mary.
Oh, that's splendid. Congratulations.
Thank you. Mary, how would you like to go to the governor's mansion with me?
But your office would be in the Capitol.
Mary, I said the governor's mansion is home. Not as his secretary, as his wife. Well, of course, I don't expect an immediate answer from you. You take your time. Think it over.
Good morning, Governor.
Morning. Well, so you heard the news, eh?
Yes.
We'll continue that discussion later on.
Say, Danny, while you're out west, did you touch Omaha?
David, listen. Somebody touched some of those fellas on the train.
I see.
Oh, here, I forgot I'm not living here.
Ah, go on and answer. Get back on the phone. Hello?
Hello, Danny. This is Mary.
Mary. Wonder how she knew I was here.
Mental telepathy, I guess.
Oh, just the woman's intuition.
Hello? No, this isn't Danny. He's out of town. Any message?
No message, thanks. It's too important. I'll have to see him personally if he ever gets back to town.
Like her a lot, don't you, Nick? Well, come on, John. Call the girls.
Yeah.
Call the girls, kid. We'll throw the biggest party you'll ever know.
I haven't been in the racket for years. Why, I haven't even been in town.
Yes, but Danny, you can't sell it to McCleary. He still thinks you're the head of the gang. He'll be looking for you, sure.
Well, I'll go where he won't look.
You're still kidding the law, eh?
Why, Mary, you certainly have changed.
Some people call it growing up.
What are they talking about, Eddie? Shh, quiet. Quiet over there.
But I haven't seen you for such a long while.
It hasn't been my fault.
No, it hasn't.
You might have asked me in.
Well, you wouldn't want to meet the crowd in there.
Ashamed of me?
Great Scott, no.
Of them?
Well, they're not your kind of people.
You still think I'm a country school girl?
It's not that. It's just that we live on the wrong side of the street.
You could move over to my side.
I'm afraid I can't.
Then I'll have to move. Well, that is, if we're not to be utter strangers.
Well, have you had dinner?
Been waiting for an invitation.
Come on, then. Let's go.
Say, they'll pick him up sure.
I know it, John. Come on, you and I should follow her.
No, say, she knows me. And besides, you fellas can run faster.
Taxi.
Follow him. Watch every move he makes. And if it's about to pick him up, get him if we have to knock him on the head. And don't worry about the Jane.
Leave it to me, John.
Run along.
Club Lido Cafe.
Hey, taxi! Follow that other cab.
Cream?
Oh, no, never.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Of course not. You've been so attentive. 3 times in 3 years.
Well, I've been awfully busy out west.
Blondes or brunettes?
Nor redhead. Why do you ask?
I'm just trying to find out how I stand with you, Danny.
I got a 99-year lease and I can't get out.
Friends of yours?
In the jewelry business. If they see me, I'll have to talk business and we'll miss the show. I think we'd better go. Waiter.
Yes, sir.
Check, please.
Hey, waiter. Yes, sir. Get my check, quick.
you like to play?
Yes, I got something out of it.
What?
Well, we're all born with an equal right to happiness, but we don't get it unless we fight for it.
I never thought of you as a fighter.
Oh, I've had to fight for everything. For a decent living, for an education, for everything I ever got. But that's been your story, too, hasn't it? You've never told me anything about yourself.
My life wouldn't interest you.
Oh, I'm into what interests me.
You know your own mind, don't you? Well, good night, Mary.
Oh, no, you're coming up. Pay the driver. We haven't finished our talk yet.
All right.
Here we are.
Well, this is nice. That guy's a fast worker.
What do you mean a fast worker? That's his wife.
Is that the kid he married?
Sure, John told me all about it. That's Mrs. Danny Treve, as legal as a judge. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a nice, quiet place to hide where they won't pick us up. We're liable to be here a long time.
Cigarette?
Thanks.
You know, this is the first time we've been together since that...
Since the night you came to New York.
That night you told me to forget about you and have our marriage annulled. Well, I couldn't forget, so I didn't do anything about the annulment. You didn't come near me. I thought I understood. I thought it was because I was just a little girl, so I waited. I've waited 3 years for you to come to me, Danny. Well, I couldn't wait any longer, so tonight I had to come to you. I've put my pride in my pocket, Danny. I've given you all the encouragement a man could ask for. And you've practically told me you aren't interested. Well, I haven't told you. A very surprising thing happened today.
A pleasant surprise, I hope.
My employer asked me to marry him.
Congratulations.
That's why I had to see you tonight, Danny.
So you want to get a divorce? Who is he?
To be the next governor of the state.
You mean District Attorney Gray?
A woman has to live for something, Danny. In my case, it might as well be for ambition.
Well, bye, Mary. I wish you all...
All the happiness in the world, my dear. Isn't that rather ironical coming from you? You might at least say goodbye properly, Danny. Why, Danny.
I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to move to your side of the street.
Oh, my dear.
But first, there's something I must tell you.
Oh, there's only one thing I want to hear from you, Danny.
Hello. Hello. How's everything tonight? Everything quiet? Everything's all right, eh?
Yeah. Hey, there's a couple of flat feet down at the corner. Let's tip Danny off.
What's that?
Oh, just a moment, dear. Someone's idea of wireless communication. I'm going downstairs for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Don't they look like Danny Treve over there?
I believe you're right.
We've been looking all over town for him. Come on.
They've been apartment. Come on, we're going.
Hey, what is this? Come on.
Just a minute, Danny. I think they're looking for you down at headquarters. In fact, we've been looking for you all over town.
Well, gee, I'm sorry. I haven't been hiding.
Come on, tell it to McClary.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you mind if I... All right.
Morning, Mary.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Gray.
Well, big news this morning. Just what we needed to start our political campaign with a bang. It's great publicity. We just caught a man we've been after for years. Slickest crook in the world at his own racket. I'm taking his confession personally. We'll let the voters know who's fighting for law and order around this town. Oh, they're bringing him right over. Will you get your notebook and come in? Get me Nolan. Hello, Nolan. Gray talking. Tell the newspaper men they can get a good picture in my office in about 15 minutes. Yes. Yes, I'm taking his confession myself. Come in.
Good morning, Chief.
Morning, Mac.
Well, here he is. Sit down here. Come on, Danny. Snap out of it.
Say, Mac, let's get this thing over with.
I made a deal with him, Chief, but he says you've got to okay it or he won't talk.
Oh. Well, what is it? I'm willing to take the rap, but the whole case ends there. I don't want you digging into my past and involving any of my friends. I'm taking the rap for everybody concerned, and I want that understood.
That's the offer he made us, Chief. I don't think you can get him to talk anymore.
All I want is a quick trial and a quick conviction.
And it's a deal?
Yes. Go ahead and talk.
Stop me if I talk too fast, miss. I want you to get every word of this. Well, I went up to New England 3 years ago.
Give it the proper form, Chief.
This is the confession of Daniel Treve, made of his own free will, without force, threat, or duress. I, Daniel Treve, wishing to plead guilty to the crimes with which I am charged, confess to their commission as follows. Go on.
Well, I stole Mrs. Harriman's jewel collection in Newport 3 years ago. I knew that Detective McCleary would pick me up at the station when I got back to New York, so I stopped off at a New England town and made the acquaintance of a sweet little girl. I used that girl to get the diamonds into New York for me. Have you got that, miss? I tried to forget that girl, but I couldn't. She got under my skin. Why, I even went away and went straight for the past 3 years, thinking I could come back and make the grade with it. But when I got back, I knew it was no use. The things I'd done were still hanging over me, and a man can't ask a woman to share a life like that.
Stop kidding us, Danny. We're trying you in New York State. Let's hear about that New York charge.
Well, I stole a tray of diamonds from Blackstone, the wholesale jeweler, 4 years ago. I confessed to that and plead guilty to grand larceny because I want to do my time and start a regular life. Got that, miss?
Yes, sir.
Who pulled that job the other night? You were honest, John. I want to know.
I didn't have anything to do with it. I told you I was away.
No, we've got enough on him. Pack that up immediately, Mary. We'll wait. Ready? Oh. There. Sign it. All right, Mac. Take him away. And tell the newspaper boys that I'll be right out for the photographs.
Okay.
Just file that for the time being, Mary.
Why, hello, Miss Gale. What are you doing here?
There's a stenographic error in this confession I want to have corrected.
You look after that. All right. There he is right there.
Mary!
What are you doing here?
Danny, I've got your confession here. You never would have given it if it hadn't been for me.
Well, you had a right to know why I treated you as I did.
Oh, it isn't fair. Did you really steal those diamonds?
What of it? I stole of it.
But, Danny, they've got nothing on you. I won't let you go through with it. I'm going to destroy them.
No, don't, Mary. Don't let them get anything on you. You'll be in the same fix I am. Just a crook.
But I'll get you out that much sooner. I'd do anything to help you.
Oh, I'm not worth bothering about.
Well, I've made up my mind, and I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, please.
Now, don't, Danny, don't.
Mary, please, listen to me. Don't. Mary! Please!
Well, he's safe now, Chief.
Good.
By the way, I saw Miss Gale down at the jail, sitting in the waiting room.
Miss Gale? What was she there?
Session down to have Treve correct the stenographic error.
Why, I didn't see any error in it when I read it. Go back and tell her I want to see her at once.
Okay, sir.
The Vivian Apartments, West End Avenue. Hurry, please.
Any news this morning?
No, she's disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were such good friends. She meant an awful lot to you, didn't she?
I can't understand it. Why should she prefer that crook to me?
She must have loved him.
What do you know about love? Well, Mac, what is it?
Not a trace of her, Chief.
What's the matter with that department of yours?
We've tried in every way to get a line on her.
There's one way you haven't tried.
What's that?
I'll show you. Take a letter to the city jailer. This gives you authority to release Daniel Treve from your custody. That's all.
Come on, big boy. Out you go.
What's the idea?
I don't know. Orders. Let's move.
You aren't kidding.
Now get your hat and coat. You're going out. Think we better take a look in there?
No, don't bother.
The reason Danny didn't meet you is that they picked him up.
Oh?
The joke of it is he's been out of town for 3 years and they haven't got anything on him.
Oh, ça c'est pas difficile. We can fix that.
I know, but... Hey, Snowflake, the door.
Yes, sir.
But how can we fix it?
Lordy, everybody, it's Mr. Danny.
Mr. Danny?
Yes,
well, Danny. Oh, boy.
Mary. How are you, Eddie?
Fine.
How are you, boys?
Say, Danny, how'd you get here?
How did I get here?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. The old stork just hovered around overhead and got me down the chimney.
You're kidding.
That's the trouble with you, Danny. You never take anything seriously.
Well, they let me go and tailed me. They want to find Mary. I thought I'd fall for that old stuff, you know? Why, Raymond! How are you? How are you, huh?
Hello, Danny. I just get out, too.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry they picked me up. I'd like to have been here to meet you.
Thanks for the attorney. And now that you are in trouble, maybe I can help you.
How could you help me?
Oh, mon vieux, you would be surprised. I am now connected with a family that is very, very influential.
Well, I'll listen to that later. In the meantime, I'm interested in some coffee.
I'll fix it for you. Come on.
Great.
That's the baby.
Yes? Yeah. Uh-huh. Now get this, Mike. I don't want any more escapes or any more excuses. Cover every way to get out of the city and check up on every taxi driver. With every man you've got on the case. I want those people brought in. Right.
Mr. Danny, y'all's breakfast is going to get cold if y'all don't come on, sir.
Well, we'll be right in.
Yes, sir.
Breakfast is ready, hon.
Good morning, Miss Mary.
Morning, Snowflake.
Have some cream, Miss Mary?
She doesn't take cream.
How did you know?
Well, I've been married to you for 3 years, haven't I? It's my fault we wasted those 3 years.
But we still have our whole lives before us, darling.
And no matter where we settle down, we live on the right side of the street.
Yes, sir. Mr. Danny, can I go? I would like a deform too, sir.
Well, you haven't done anything.
Yes, sir, but living here for 3 years would give anybody a guilty conscience, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are the boys?
They is going out to borrow a car for you and Miss Mary to go away, sir.
Oh, so we can get ourselves picked up by the first motorcycle man we meet. No, honey, there's only one way out of the jam for us, and that's by plane.
But won't they be looking for us at the passenger plane?
Of course. I'm going to charter a private ship.
Oh, I'm afraid to let you leave me.
Well, we'd be twice as noticeable together, honey.
But wouldn't it be safer to wait till dark?
Well, you can't charter a plane after business hours, honey.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Say, it's after 10 o'clock. I haven't any time to wait.
But your breakfast.
Well, you go ahead and have breakfast. I'll grab a cup of coffee for Theo. And I'll call you just as soon as the arrangements are made. Bye, Pretty.
Oh, I thought it was Danny.
He's not here?
Oh, no, he left hours ago. He went out to make arrangements for us to leave town.
But that is so stupid. I told him I was influential.
Hello? Oh, Danny.
Everything's all set, Mary. You bring the bags and meet me at the Newark airport in an hour. The pilot knows a private field in Virginia. He'll set us down there and we can get the boat at Baltimore. How's that?
Oh, wonderful.
Never mind. They've got me. Don't talk. Hang up. What is the trouble?
They've got him.
Absolument. But they will let him go. I told you I had influence. The district attorney, he will listen to me. And when I finish with him, we will all sail for Europe together. And the honeymoon will be at his expense.
What do you mean?
In my room I have evidence that will interest the newspapers. And if the truth were known, he would have as much chance to be elected for governor as I would.
Oh, what's that got to do with Danny?
Attendez. You will see.
But I don't understand.
Au revoir, ma chère. And now, I will see what my wife and brother-in-law can do for Danny.
Mr. McClary, you see me, sir? Well, Chief, I found Danny for you this afternoon.
Good. What about the girl?
Why, I haven't been able to trace her. Can't locate her anywhere. Mac, I want that girl brought in.
Bye.
Bye, dear. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tonight. Bye.
Bye-bye. Comment ça va, ma chérie? You do not seem glad to see your husband. Rest tranquille. I will not hurt you. No. Imbécile! I only want to talk. Imbécile! Imbécile! Talk to you. Stop or I'll shoot. Listen, Matt. There, don't cry.
Everything's going to be all right. You're not hurt, are you?
What's happened to him?
Max shot him. I think he's dead.
There, dear, don't cry, please. We'll take care of everything.
Lady to see you, sir.
I told you that I wouldn't be at home to anybody.
But she said you would see her. It is Miss Gale.
Miss Gale? Have her wait a minute and then send her in. Hello. Give me McCleary. Mac, get right over here. I have somebody for you. Well, Mary? What can I do for you?
There's a great deal you can do. For both of us.
After what you've done to me?
I didn't come here to appeal to you. I came here to fight you. For my husband.
Your husband?
Yes, Danny's my husband.
Oh, I see. Well, just exactly how do you propose to make me turn him loose?
Through your sister.
What has Rita got to do with it?
You've put me in a position where I've got to fight you with anything I can. Well, I have a weapon against Rita. She doesn't deserve to be hurt by it, but I'm going to be just as unfair and as hard as you ever were. And when I get through, you'll be glad to be nice to Danny and me.
Well, you've certainly picked a nice time to blackmail me, just when I'm running for governor. What have you trumped up?
There's nothing trumped up about it. It's the truth.
If it's anything damaging to Rita, it can't be the truth. I know my sister.
And that's what every man thinks. If you thought of her more and your career less, she never would have done this crazy thing. Don't blame her. Blame yourself that she married a common crook.
You're lying.
Oh, no, I'm not. I have Rita's letters to him. I have the certificate of her marriage to Count Raymond de Lencourt, who was the finder for Danny's mob. It was he who came here this afternoon to force your sister to plead for Danny. It wasn't a burglar who was killed here today. It was your own brother-in-law.
What?
Can you see that in a headline? You didn't think I'd bring that evidence here, did you?
Mr. McCleary to see you, sir.
I'll see him in a minute. You're leaving here in a few minutes, under arrest. Now, are you going to go along to your place with McCleary and give him those forgeries you've been preparing? Or would you prefer to have me prosecute you for blackmail?
Don't you mean extortion, Mr. Gray? A district attorney should be more accurate. Well, I gave you your chance and you didn't take it. So good night, Mr. Gray.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
To jail with McCleary. And don't blame me when Rita reads the story of a romance with a crook in the morning papers. Don't blame me when your campaign for governor collapses in a scandal. Did you think I'd come here without making sure I could get away? Well, if I'm not back in my apartment within an hour, that evidence goes to the papers. Am I intruding? Hello, Mary.
Rita, had you ever known that man who was shot here this afternoon?
Oh, Matthew, I know I've done a terrible thing. It won't do you any harm, though, will it?
It just means that I'll have to withdraw as candidate for governor, that's all.
Oh.
No, don't withdraw. I can't do this to you, Rita. Those letters of yours and your marriage certificate. I'll have them all back to you within an hour. Now, don't cry.
Thomas. Tell McCleary I won't need him, Judy.
Mary, I'll do whatever I honestly can for Danny. I'll play fair with him. And with you, too.
That's all we ask.